Okay, boys and girls, welcome back. Redmissed in the house once again. How you doing? I hope everyone's doing great. I'm doing great, and we, my friends, are playing some more Magic Legion. Now, I want to go ahead and just very quickly tell you guys, I'm pretty sure that the next event to drop is going to be the speed up event. Now, judging off of what events have come in the game and in what order, the speed up event is gonna make most sense. Now, I know that we've only had the speed up event once in the past, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, I know that we've only had the speed up event once in the past, but if it is the case, then it's going to make the most sense that it is the speed up event. So I'm not going to go ahead and say that it is 100%, but if you're anything like me, then just go make sure that you do a couple of these missions, guys. Get a little bit of a stock build up your on your old speed up items, because if you can get any of them in stock compared to obviously doing it once the event starts, then you're going to be able to get a little bit of a bonus as to once the game or once the event actually hits, because of the fact that you're going to have a little bit of a build up. Now, obviously, because I haven't really, this is on server 96 that I'm playing right now, so because I haven't really played too much on this account, I do have a ton of stamina up in the top corner. As you can see, I've got like 10,000 stamina because I've kind of logged in throughout the days and stuff, but I haven't really played the areas, so I haven't used my stamina. I've literally just been a case of like log in, collect daily diamonds and staminas and that kind of good stuff and things, but I haven't really done anything. So my stamina's built up quite a lot, so I can go ahead and use that to get all those good bits and stuff and crazy bits. Now, you can see here that I've already built up a little bit of a stockpile already, so I don't know how much time that all is, but you're probably looking at about a day in speed up time of everything that's there already. So I've probably got like or at least a day's worth of speed up already, which is pretty good. Down the bottom, I've already managed to get like 215 stamina cakes, 11 donuts, and also 42 loaves of bread. So this is the really important time, guys, to make sure that you're coming into the shop and every one of like these items here, just buy them, guys, because you're actually going to be getting benefits from them. If it works out that it's not the speed up event, then on the upside, you've got a ton of obviously a ton of stamina and stuff that you're going to be able to use, and you've got a ton of speed up event stuff that you've got, or speed up items that you can use, if it happens to be that it's not the speed up event. So if it turns out that I'm wrong and it isn't the event, then I am sorry for that, but I'm pretty sure that it's gonna be, because that's gonna mean that we've got like the egg smashing event, we've got the cross server event, and we've got the speed up event, which would mean that they can kind of put on 3 different events across the course of a month, which would kind of make sense, because then it would mean that we would have tons of different things each week, or a different event each week, which would be kind of cool. But I would still like to see a like a playable event rather than just a diamond buying event. But hey, that's just what I wanted to talk about, guys. Now, the next thing that I want to talk about is a load of you guys, and I see this a lot, guys. You turn around and tell me that you can't make it to the end of the tower because the people are too strong. Now, I completely agree with this when it comes to my server 94 account, And this is because I've upgraded my heroes way too quick for the level that I am. Now, what I mean by this is, if you are playing with, like, say, a level 11 on, or I would say level 9 plus heroes, you're going to be in trouble because you're going to have a lot of damage. And when it comes to sort of like between sort of floor 10 to 15, you're going to have to play people with like double the amount of damage as you, which means you're going to have to play people with probably like sort of level 13 or 14 heroes, which is a hell of a lot of an increase of hero damage. Now, when it comes to doing the dungeon runs, you're actually better off. Nice, a legendary, that's what I'm talking about. You're actually better off doing as many of these runs when you're lower level, because if you didn't know, you fight people around your level. So, for example, I'm level 63. I think the higher that you go, you sort of fight people around that area. So let's go have a look at, is it details, statistics? There we go, statistics. So look at this, guys. Like these guys, like this first guy, because he's weaker than me, he's going to be a lower level. He's not got as much battle power, but he's still level 63, right? But then if we come into this one right here, this guy is 10 levels higher than me. He's got a little bit more power than I have, and he's on, like, he's in a different server. But you can see here that as you go through the map, they go from being your level to being 10, I think as much as they go is 10 levels higher than you. So for example, if you're like level 100, you're going to be able to fight, or by the time you reach level 15, you're going to be fighting someone that is like level 110. Now, having 10 levels at that particular level could mean a lot. And I mean a lot because of the fact of what they could have, like the amount of items that they could have that would be better upgraded than yours, and all of that kind of stuff. So what I'm trying to say, guys, is make sure that you're taking full advantage of the dungeon when you're lower level, because as you can see here, I've managed to get 4 legendary items on my actual hero, and I think I've got a legend on someone else. Okay, I haven't got a legend on someone else, but I have got a few purple, and it's purely because I'm taking advantage of the dungeon when I'm lower level, because I'm able to reach the end of the tower. So bear that in mind. If you have upgraded your heroes, you are going to struggle when it comes to the dungeon. Now, on my server 94, I can only reach, I believe, level 10. In fact, I can show you right now, guys. Let me just quickly log over onto the other server, and I'm going to show you the difference in the battle damage. And let me just quickly show you, like, you can see there that I've just gone ahead and I've managed to make it to the end on that server, no problem at all. Flew through it, one battle, one win, all 15 times, and it was pretty damn easy. So if I come over here, now this is obviously on my higher server. Let's go ahead and just hit this on normal, it doesn't matter, and let's just take a look at comparisons. So this is the very first fight. I'm not going to fight that just yet. Look at my battle damage up at the top left. In fact, that's the wrong hero. We need to take him out and put him back in, and we need to do this, and we need to do this, and we need to do this. So you can see here, I'm just off of, like, what is that, like 300 million battle damage. So let's take a quick look at our lineup against level 1. So level 1, he is super weak in comparisons to battle damage for me, right? So we're going to absolutely annihilate this guy, and this is pretty much how it works out. for the very first guy, you're pretty much going to annihilate them. So you can see here, like, look at this, watch this, guys. He's going to have his shield there, but the damage that he's going to take in comparisons to what I'm going to be dealing out is absolutely absurd. He's not going to be able to do anything. Let's just go hit this purification so we can get rid of this guy quick time. Now, you're going to see, and I'm pretty sure that you guys are having the same problems. Now, the first couple of fights are probably going to be as easy can be, because your battle damage is going to be so much higher than the enemy's battle damage. But when you're of this level, you're going to increase on the battle damage super quick. Like, look at this, guys. This guy is level 92. But again, his battle damage, in comparison to the other guy, his battle damage has just jumped up 50,000 battle damage compared to the guy that I just fought in the first round. But we're still double the amount of battle damage on this guy. Now, the next thing that you've got to sort of think about is, are your spells leveled up as much as the enemies? Now, obviously, this guy has leveled up his ward spell, but he's not leveled it up so high that it's actually causing him to win the fight. Like, but we're still losing our heroes. You can see here that I still lost my tank. I still lost my witch. So we are taking some damage, and this is the thing, guys. But because of the level of my Arno, it's gonna be quite easy to obviously fight these lower level guys. It's just a case of working out how to get past them. Now, this guy here, he hasn't leveled up his ward, which means that he is going to be absolutely wrecked, because he doesn't have that 6,000% damage reduction. He only had a lower level, so it means he could only possibly have like 2,000 at most, I believe. But his Arno, look at this, his Arno is tanking a ton of damage, so he's got a very high level Arno right there. So you have to sort of work out, like, considering that his Arno just took like 4 shots from my Arno, I would say that he's got at least a level 10 Arno sat in his front line there. Now, this is probably where things will start getting difficult, guys. So let's look at this guy. He's only level 88, but his damage is almost as much as mine. He's like 50,000, or like almost, yeah, like 50 million battle damage lower than me. But that doesn't mean anything if his spells are set up correctly. So let's go ahead and hit purification. His purification spell is in his front row, which means that this is going to be a pure fight as who can do more damage first. So this is where the ward comes in handy, because now I'm going to get the advantage on him, because he's going to have to deal the 6,000 damage to the shield first before his Arno can start doing damage to the rest of the team. And that's what's going to mean I'm going to win that fight, because of the fact that he doesn't have the ward. So it meant that I got 6,000 damage advantage over his heroes, which meant that I was able to kill his witch and then kill his Arno. So now we're at level 5. This means that we're going to be fighting the same kind of battle damage. Okay, it doesn't mean the same kind of battle damage, but even though it's not the same kind of battle damage, guys, it is purely because of his 5-star heroes. So he's got a low blood commander and a low level witch. But if you look at his Arno is a level 11. Now, if we look at over here and we go into my heroes, now considering that he is the same level hero as me, that means his hero is going to be dealing the same amount of damage as me. It also means that his Arno is a level 11, which means that his Arno is going to be dealing the same kind of damage as me. So let me just go and put this into perspective for you guys. So look at my hero's attack rate. So my hero's attack rate, 347. Oh, excuse me. And then we've got Arno's attack rate, 853. Okay, so now if we just quickly go ahead and take a quick look at this guy's statistics, right? So if we click on this guy, so I had 347 battle damage. He has 343. So he's 3,000 3,000 strength or 3,000 attack lower than my hero, which is nothing. So he's pretty much the same strength as me when it comes to that. But his Arno, look at that, guys. His Arno has more attack power than my Arno does, which means that I'm going to struggle to fight this guy, even though he's only a level 5. But his damage dealing heroes are the same, and they are better than me, even though his battle damage is lower. And the reason why his battle damage is lower is because his blood commander is a low level and his witch is a low level. Whereas if I come over here and I show you my team, and this is the biggest problem, guys, if I show you my team right here, now my witch is a level higher than his, which means that obviously it's going to be better than his witch. Our war mage and our Arno are the same level, but his Arno, look at that, guys, his Arno has like 15,000 more attack power than what my Arno does. And it is purely because he's upgraded the stats. Now, he's probably upgraded the stats the same as mine, but he's upgraded the weapons more than what my weapons are. So this is where things start getting a lot more complicated when it comes to fighting out of a higher level. So this is why you really have to take advantage of the dungeons when you're lower levels, guys. Like, watch this. We're probably, like, look at this. He's got ward to start off with, which means that my tentacles aren't going to be too effective. But because of the fact that we managed to break that shield really, really quickly, we're actually going to win this fight. I'm not sure how we broke the shield so quick, but look at how much damage his Arno is able to tank. Now, I'm purposely not selecting any more heroes because I wanted to show you how much tanky capability an Arno had. So he just tanked like 3 shots from my Arno and 3 shots from my hero. So you've got to bear that in mind, guys. And now look at this. Now we're fighting people that are of higher level and they're of the same, if not higher, battle damage. And you can see now that people are starting to have some crazy stuff. Now, this guy has a level 14 war mage. Now, for people that don't realize how important level 14 is, I've showed this in a video before, but I just want to go ahead and touch on this one more time really quickly. If I show you this here, guys, and we go down to the war mage here, now having a level 14 is going to give you these bonus stats down the bottom. So his war mage is actually going to increase the attack speed by 100% instead of 50%. So his war mage at level 14 is going to give his team a lot more benefit than what mine is at level 11. So just bear that in mind, guys, when it comes to fighting the dungeons. Like, I know I've said it like 40 times already, but take advantage of the dungeon when you're low level. Don't upgrade your heroes too much before you start playing the dungeons and expect that because you've got more damage you're going to be able to get through the dungeon easier. That's not the case. It's actually easier to complete the dungeon when you have lower level heroes. That doesn't mean change out your heroes and put low level heroes, because you fight the dungeon off of your hero level. So no matter what, even if you go put all level 1 heroes into your team, you're still going to have to fight people at level 89 if you're level 89. So bear that in mind, guys. But anyway, I really hope that you've enjoyed this video. I know it's a bit longer, but hit that like and subscribe button, and I shall see you in the next one. Peace on the streets.